back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, so we're starting off here with the weekly chart. So far so good. We have a day and 2 hours before this closes, and so far we're having a green engulfing candle here. But I've seen a lot of things happen before where all of a sudden tomorrow this will turn into a red engulfing candle, so we still do have to wait until tomorrow. We're not too crazy far from the 21-day moving average. It's at 95,000 currently, and the price of Bitcoin is right now at 107,369, so we could still potentially fall there. There is bearish divergence here on the weekly, as you can see on the RSI, and the stochastics are kind of pointing down, but something tells me that this might curve back up. Let's see what ends up happening. If we take a look at the 4-day chart, we're seeing that the stochastics are starting to reset. We still might have to stay here a little bit though. The good thing is that we are above the 21 moving average. On the 3-day chart, we're on the way up here, but what I'm a little bit concerned about is maybe we could drag here for a little bit like we did on this side over here, so it's possible that happens here. But again, we are above the 21 moving average as well. When it comes to the 2-day chart, right now we have a W on the stochastics, which is pointing up. We are also above the 21-day moving average, so that's looking bullish to me. This kind of looks like a potential inverted head and shoulder. If we do fall down, maybe we can make a right shoulder here, so let's see what happens with that. On the daily chart, I put on the patterns. I do have this on a flag that is currently starting to break out a little bit. The stochastics are a little toppy here, but what's good is that the RSI kind of looks like it's curving back up. As long as we can stay above the 21 moving average, which is at 105,955, I do remain bullish. We still have an hour and 13 minutes before this candle does close. We head over to the 8-hour chart. The stochastics are on the way down. The 21 moving average is currently at 105,418, and on the 4-hour chart, the stochastics were looking good. We reset. We were looking like we were going to go back up, but now we have bearish divergence here on the stochastic RSI, and this kind of looks like it wants to roll over. We're barely above the 21 moving average at the moment. If we lose that, then we should have some type of support here on the 200 moving average at 105,733. You guys already know if we lose that, I start becoming bearish. I do have here the 4-hour in a flag that broke out. The measure move takes us to 110,500. We didn't fully make the full measured move yet, and now we're like doing another flag that we're also breaking out of, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of going sideways. I'm expecting us to make that move before we do see more downside, but let's see what happens with that. On the 1-hour chart, we see that the stochastics are starting to go back up, and like I said, we did break out of this bigger flag here. So right now we're a little bit indecisive. It's looking neutral to bullish to me. I do think that we would make still this measured move, taking us to about 110,500, but then after that, I do expect us possibly to come back down and maybe retest 105,000, 107,000. I think we're still going to be playing around that range of 103,000 to 110. So let's see what ends up happening with that. Tomorrow's going to be a very important weekly candle close as usual. So guys, that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.